Okay, we're recording now. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen with you so you can see that. Can you see my screen now, Nancy?
This Zoom is a lot easier than it looks.
Okay, can you see my screen now?
Now we can.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
Right. So welcome everybody to the first mini lesson of the school year, 2014-15. We are recording all of our sessions, and we're also broadcasting across we'll broadcast across town, sometimes St. Lawrence. We would do St. Lawrence tonight, but they have a teachers meeting right now, so we thought we maybe shouldn't interrupt that. So, but all of these are going to be recorded, and we'll store all of those on Moodle as well as YouTube, and you'll have all that information sent to you as well. So one of the first things I need everyone to do is we're going to get on to Moodle. Whether you're taking this for credit or not, we want all of you to get used to logging on to our Moodle site where our professional development's being housed, because all of our materials, videos, all that stuff will be housed there, so that if you in the future can't make a meeting, you can hop onto Moodle, and it's just like you're being there too. Okay. So up at the top,
my own school doesn't work, but
up at the screen there is a web address. It's moodle.aea.
You want us to use Firefox?
Firefox is fine. So you're just going to Firefox.
We got an email from her today with oh, sorry. Otherwise, you just type that in.
Either way, I sent an email today with the link in, or you can just type this in.
Okay.
Either way. It's moodle.aeak12online.org.
I'm not sure I'm logged on.
Okay. It's not right in these computers, you just get your password and just stand by.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, yes.
That's why we didn't broadcast over there. But I'll count you in.
Sorry.
You were never here. We didn't see you.
Okay.
Maybe he changed plans. Okay.
Yeah, this is a good excuse.
Exactly.
I brought all mine.
Okay, so once you get there, it's going to look like this, correct? Is everybody where I am? First thing you want to do is click, when you're on that home page, and I'm not on that home page, click Heartland. If you scroll down a little bit, you'll see Heartland. Scroll down some more. There will be a Heartland icon. It's kind of in the middle of the page on the right-hand side. Click that, please. What this is then in Heartland, maybe if I just hop out of here that I was not logged in here, maybe I can get where you are. Just give me 1 second here. Okay, so it should look like this. And then you scroll down and you find Heartland here. Do you see that? Okay. So once you click Heartland then, what the AA has done is they manage Moodle on their server. And so anyone that's a teacher in the Heartland AA can have a Moodle website, a Moodle site for their own. And so if you scroll down, you see Kemper is listed. Please click on that. And then you're going to notice that there's 3 choices: professional development, high school, and middle school. Obviously, we are professional development. So click that, because I don't think any of us want to go back to either high school or middle school at this point. Okay?
All right, I'm still not in here.
All right, we'll get you caught up in just a second here. Let me get these guys going, and then I'll get you. Okay, so now you should see 2 choices, correct? One choice is the KCSS mini lessons. The other choice is the professional development. Okay, the professional development is for 6th through 12th grade. This is the mini lesson one. Okay, so please click on the mini lesson one. Now, it's going to ask you to log in. Now, if you were in Moodle at all last year, or is that right, Nancy, or they just log in with their username and password their email and their password from last year.
Correct, their email from last year and their password from last year.
So type in your email address. So mine, of course, is mjtran@kemper.org. And last year's password of how you got onto your computer. Oh, it didn't like me.
I think you don't have to put the @kemper.org.
You don't have to?
Yes,
You do have to?
yes. Let them, the teachers are different,
Because I got it without it.
okay?
Okay.
Try that without it, maybe.
Yeah, just first name, middle initial.
Because as we are trying, it should be the email. Okay, mine did go that time.
Yep.
Okay, we're getting in, Nancy, without the email address. Take off the @kemper.org. Okay, now they're still saying no, okay? All right, so if yours didn't get in, what I need you to do then, if you look on the right-hand side of the page, it says create new account. You see that? Do we want them to do that, Nancy, or click the email?
Okay.
Nancy, are you there?
Yes,
Do we want them to click
yeah, I
the,
know.
which one do we want them to do? Click the email thing or click a new account?
Why are we asking that?
Because they're not getting logged in.
Okay, if they're not getting it logged in, go to the forgot the password.
See that link there? There's a link there, forgot the password. If you click that, it's gonna ask you to put in your email address.
The bottom one where it asks for an email, not the top one with the username.
The bottom one, email address.
Okay, so this is yeah. So just sending the password.
It says if you supply it, then it should send an email to you, and it never said anything.
It should come, just give it a second or two. It's not completely instantaneous.
Now you have to go back to your email.
You have to go to,
See, I'm not, it has no cell.
This is the I didn't use my password.
the enrollment key is nice. KNIGHTS.
Professional development, and we're using it for, we used to house it ourselves.
Yeah.
Did you see the enrollment?
What are you using? I'm still using the number.
Google use your old password. Google use your old password, not the number.
Where at?
For forgotten password? Yeah, I did that already.
Just, when you guys logged in here, was the username HS student?
I didn't use a.
I didn't have to log in.
I'm already in. I can't get into my Google account. I'll find out what my password is and then email me.
Are you using your old password? Already?
You're waiting for 3 hours.
Oh, I thought it was low.
Oh, no.
I thought it was low.
No, you're fine. Okay, you guys didn't email yet?
I saw this.
Oh, no. Nancy, no email yet. We'll never create a new account.
Thank you.
Make sure you email Susie.
I think we'll have to create this.
Do you want me to email when you're not to?
Yes. Well, email Susie, because Susie might just take care of all that.
Okay, and let's see what that.
Just ask her and say, do you want me to contact you or do you? And she's
Got
like,
it. Thank you. Go back to, let's see, let's go back. Okay, click log in at the top, and then we're going to go to create a new account. So back up Moodle. Back up Moodle. Create log in, and now we're going to create a new account.
So what do we want to use? And then what password will it be?
Whatever password you log in to computer was like that.
Now.
You can log into the number or your old one, you can go back and change that.
So
No. And then, well, not according to my phone. I can't get over here.
Yeah. All the red stuff. Okay. Okay, as we're getting everybody logged in, it's gonna take a little bit, but they're creating a new account on Moodle.
We're creating a new account
Oh
now.
my goodness, it must be because of power. Right? You ready to go for everybody? Awesome. The enrollment key is KNIGHTS, KNIGHTS. So to recap, the teachers here were having some issues getting on to Moodle. They went into and created a new account instead of doing I forgot my password, because the email for that never did come. So I think too, when we do this tomorrow, we're just going to tell them create a new password fully in too. Okay. Nancy, are you still there? You
Are
have
you there now?
Yeah, I am. Can you hear me?
Right now, but we lost the last, I don't know, 4 or 5 minutes.
Oh, well, I didn't say anything too important anyway, so we're good. No,
Other than the enrollment.
I just was saying that when they clicked on forgot password for an email, the email did not come. So probably the best route is for them to create a new account if they can't log in with their username and password, okay? And then we're going to click on digital
Sure,
citizenship.
we had no problem.
And then we're going to click on digital citizenship.
All right, so that's
Okay,
where we're at.
everybody with me now? Yep. Okay, good. There's a couple things I'm going to show you tonight. Not a whole lot of strenuous activity for you, this is the most stress you've had all day, that I promise. It's getting on. Now that we're on, it's just easy coasting from here, supposedly. You're not on?
I did everything and I got the email and everything.
Could be. We should be able to stream video.
Because in
the
the
same
enrollment
building.
key that I want you to type in then?
You know, we're not doing the
Yeah,
outside
you have to
with
type in the enrollment key, which is KNIGHTS. KNIGHTS. No. And then enroll me.
No,
Then,
enroll.
and then click on digital citizenship tab once you get in there. Okay. One of the first things I'm going to show you, and you can just watch this, so you don't have to worry about doing it with me. If you don't want to, that's fine. I'm going to talk to you about the research tool in Google. Okay, so I have a Google Doc open right here that I shared this link with you, remember? And in Google, in any Google document you create, underneath tools, there's a thing called research. And so I'm going to click that, and I'm going to move my camera over here a little bit so you can see. What this does is it puts the ability for you to do a Google search right in your Google document. So not only is that cool, but it shows there's more cool stuff coming that falls underneath sort of our digital citizenship stuff. Meaning, so let's say I'm doing a research project on dogs, for instance, okay? I know, high-tech stuff, right? If I type in dogs in front of this Google, I can click this little caret in front of the G, and now it gives me choices. I can search everything for dogs. I can search just images. I can search Google Scholar, which are scholarly documents and journals and things like that. Quotes, dictionary, and tables. So if I want to say everything, which I'm going to leave it on, then if you notice, up comes pictures, and if I scroll down, websites as well. I'm going to go back up for just a second because there's another little caret right here. So there's a caret next to the G. You see that? And there's a caret here. Those two carets are important because it gives you more options. If I click that, now I can say, all right, right now it's showing me dogs that are not filtered by license. But if I, no, just watch me right now. Yeah. Then underneath here, again, this is more probably for the older grades. But we do, and those documents about how to cite at each of the grade levels, different levels that you could do. And so, sorry, hang on, there we go. And so we use MLA, but like Nancy and I are actually taking graduate class right now through Morningside and loving every minute of it. And we use APA, and I don't like it. I'm just telling you right now. It's just not like my forte, but I'm struggling through it. Chicago is another option too. And I know like when the kids get in high school, they're gonna, in their English courses, they sort of dip their toes in all three of these to give them exposure to what they're like. But for our purposes, we use MLA. Okay. Why is that important? Well, let me show you something really super cool. Let's say that I want to have this dog's picture in my document. I can just click him and drag him, and boom, he comes in there into my document. It's a slow boom, but it's a boom. And as he comes in, do you see that there's a number 1 here? That means that below it's cited my source for me. Yes, insert the right now, ready? Yeah, really cool. So it put that put that source right in there for me in MLA format. Okay. Now that it gets even better. You ready for some more oohs and ahs? Well, let's see that I want to go down to a website here. And as I look at this website, oh, I see this preview tab. So I can click that.
Are you talking to me?
No, I'm just talking to everybody. It brings up a snapshot of the website so you can kind of see it. Oh, this might be something I want to look more into. So then you can click this right here, and it like I want to put it on. So that's I'm going to get rid of these websites here. Okay, I'm going to go back and open up a presentation and show you there. So I went back to Google Drive, and remember, how do I get around in Google again? The 9 dots. Remember? The 9 dots at the top, that's my navigation. Okay, so I'm going to back to our lesson. Could you see yourself what you're trying to listen and how to cite things correctly or not? Because we're interested in trying to, we're reading these and trying to meet your needs for those too if you have questions. So, and then you just click add discussion topic. You can put in your name, you can type in these questions and then respond to a few other people if you'd like.
When do we have to start doing that if we are taking for credit?
You, anytime between now and next minute. So, somewhere in between, you'll credit we say, I agree because you added to it too. Yeah. Notice one thing too, right here, this citation directions, grade 1 through 6. You guys see that? That was under digital citizenship. That is those directions we handed out last year. For each grade level, it told you kind of what level you guys should be citing on. Okay, so those are here for you to look at again in case you forgot those or would like to research those again. But that's the link for that, okay? Let me go up to Common Sense Media. I'm just going to try and pull some of these up, like I said, and see if we can't pull, get some of those to go. So Common Sense Media has several things. If you've never been there, I use this website a lot when I do my parent training sessions. They have wonderful videos about all kinds of topics from cyberbullying to keeping your information private, all kinds of great things. And for you as a classroom teacher as well, I mean, some of the things that you could talk about as far as digital citizenship, it's not just keeping your information private and stuff. It's also about kids having apps on their devices that they shouldn't. For instance, did you know Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat, all three, the age limit is 13 or older. So if kids have those apps, they shouldn't have them because they're not mature enough to handle those. The app like Vine, for instance, that's like Snapchat with video, that's 17 and older. So there's a lot of kids that have those apps that they're just plain too young for. And so that's part of digital citizenship too. We're going to have more parent training sessions on those things like that throughout the year. We're also going to have some of our students lead training sessions on those for kids and for teachers and for parents. But those are kinds of things too that we could talk about as well. They have great videos with those types of things right here on there. And if you scroll down some more, I can scroll down. There's some right here that talk about think before you post, your digital life, copyright free. So they're right there already are some great digital citizenship posts. So it's not only about, you know, citing things correctly. There's a couple games and things here too for them to play. So there's lots of different ones. There's actually 9 different facets or elements to digital citizenship. And so there's lots of different topics you can share with students that are going to be completely applicable for the things that you're doing in your classroom too. Another one is, here's a digital citizenship resource, K-12. This is a live binder. And if you've ever been to a live binder, there's some really great things too. So like, for instance, if I go, let's go real young, let's go K-2. What are some resources that we could find about digital citizenship for kindergarten through 2nd grade? And I don't know if that's all going to come up or not. But you see on the left-hand side, many of these resources are listed here. A lot of these are games that they can play or interactive things that they can play or you can do with your whiteboards and go through and kind of look at some of those too. Okay, and that's going to take some exploration on your part as well to click on some of those things and find what works best. There's some for parents and teachers. There's posters and infograms. So if you're looking at, you'd like to print out some posters, those resources are here as well for your classroom. So there's lots of things here. And I like how they divide it up amongst the age groups too. So you might want to spend some time checking some of those out to see if there's something that will be usable for you. And I'm going to try and go back to Moodle again. There we go. Brain Pop, I'm not going to show that one just because we've been there, done that, I think. If you haven't ever used Brain Pop, if you're a new teacher to our system, just give me an email. I'll get you hooked up with that. The password is Kemper, and the username is Kemper. The password's Catholic, I believe. Correct, ladies and gentlemen? Yeah. And so then you can go in and watch the videos there too. And they have quizzes to go with. And really, we use it kindergarten through 12th grade. High school uses Brain Pop probably as often as the lower grades do. There's lots of great videos, how-tos, tutorials, and they explain things in layman's terms. And it is cartoon, but you know, I have a kid in high school still too, and he loves to watch cartoons like everybody else too. They just can't get rid of that. So that's an option there too. Google has a whole units and curriculums on digital literacy and citizenship. And so here are some, they have lessons and activities all spelled out. They're in a complete unit if you want to look at those as well for your grade levels and things. You know, the Iowa Core just says that we need to include that, digital citizenship, in every subject area. And so it's sort of like as we're teaching, it's just teaching the kids proper use of technology, appropriate use. And again, there's those citation directions that we mentioned there too for each of the grade levels, 1st through 6th grade. So again, the one that's the K through 12 digital citizen resources for the live binder, that's one that you might want to revisit and spend some time on and find a few resources in there that might work for you. Okay. Any questions you have about anything that was presented today? They're all sleeping. How about I'd say Angela, any questions? I don't think we can hear us. Yeah.
Just go back to that first page where you did your stuff.
Yeah. On the Google Doc?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so I'm going to go Google Drive, and I create and document.
Okay.
Yep, it's in any document and any presentation.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's there because I just clicked it, but if it doesn't show up, it's under tools and research. Yeah. Yep.
Just like in a Word document?
Yes, fine. Yep, Google Doc, not a Word document. Word is, yeah, Google Doc.
Like, I pulled out your 3 spreadsheets I have in.
Spreadsheet won't work, right. It's just only in doc and presentation.
You know, when you're doing the Google Doc, instead of over and stuff, I'm not putting it out there with the rails.
Correct, unless you share it with everybody. Right. Yep, we're gonna be doing, that's another thing too, for the 6 through 12 professional development stuff. You guys are welcome to any of that information as well, you know, whether you're taking it for credit or not, or if you're not in those grade levels, it's all there for you. We're gonna record all of that stuff. We go over all of that, the sharing, and we get a little bit more advanced with G-Class folders and Google School. So, you know, there's gonna be a lot of meat there if you're interested in doing more with Google.
You know, our distribution is on the move here. I mean, you're on that, so let us know for over a week, but a week ago I tried, or 10 days ago I tried. I could get it to work with Holy Spirit, but I couldn't get it St. Lawrence and St. Angela or high schools.
Okay, good point. With the distribution list, a while ago, Bill sent out a list of a few that work.
Right.
They should still work. The thing is that he mentioned to me, and I think I sent out a quick little video about getting rid of
The thing is,
editors that are in there. Did that not work?
That did not work.
I'll have to say.
I tried it actually yesterday, but he sent me a file.
Oh.
And Diane Forbes is the only one that showed up for me, and I couldn't get Diane Bates or my other.
I think what you have to do is you have to create a Google group first.
That's what I'm doing.
And then then it didn't work.
That's all you're doing.
But
But
then I was
then
adding, I tried Diane.
you can
I
get
heard
Diane
it,
Forbes and Amy Roy,
and the other two.
and the other two
popped
won't
up.
show up as
Addresses or anything.
names out there.
Okay, I'm gonna write that down and I'll stop by to look at that with you, because I haven't tried that stuff yet myself.
It's probably the most basic Google stuff I'm
It's not, I mean, groups is not basic. I mean, I would say that's getting up there, you know, as far as ability wise and stuff. I think I am gonna maybe stop the thing here and I can field any more questions. So we'll stop the recording for this. St. Angela, I don't know if you can hear us, but we're going to say goodbye. See you. I don't think they can see us. So I'm going to stop sharing for right now. And I'm going to stop recording.